school district out where you are?
Well, today, you know, at lunchtime I check, you know, the news and stuff, make sure that something hasn't blown up or something around here. And I look on and the kids are leaving my son's school and protesting. And it's spreading to other schools around the city. And I'm like, what is going on? Well, come to find out, they're laying off teachers like they are all across the country. But they chose to do it during school. And they are saying, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, and laws and whatever. Well, the thing of it is, tomorrow's a half day. And with tomorrow being a half day, they have half the day to lay off teachers. They did it in school when the students were there, gave these teachers who were sobbing the option to leave immediately, okay, and be laid off, and have a substitute the rest of the year or for the day. If they had it for the day, they could come back, and at the end of the year, they're terminated. Now, when you're a teacher and you're terminated, that's a strike against you. Not a layoff, not an end of contract, terminated. I am mad as a hornet, John. I'm ready to blow. Not only that, let me tell this one. I think I've told you about the email system our school has where they can email all the students, but the parents, most of them don't know about it. Here's one of the key reasons why I think it's wrong. Not only did they not notify the parents that this was going on at the school, but not only did they not give any communication to the parents through our stranger danger system, but they emailed the students as to what was going on and ignored the parents. Guess where I'm going tomorrow when I get the day off or the early afternoon off?
Tell me. I'm waiting.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I may just make the news myself because I'm pretty hot right now.
Yeah, you may want to bring some ice cubes with you there to cool off a little bit.
Tex, we got a couple of things going on here. This is there are a whole mess of things wrong with this, right?
Absolutely.
Hey,
when I called this afternoon to these people, I let my words fly. I was Texas to the hilt.
Well, I've got a video here from the link you sent, and if you're interested, I'll play that for us here.
Go ahead.
Elegant, rustic Texas style.
They're going to show a commercial at first.
Okay, we can deal with the commercial.
But evidently what happened was the kids knew that this was going to happen. It was set up from what I'm hearing. And they also had pictures sent and emailed to the television station.
They are upset because dozens of other teachers are being let go.
KHOU 11 News reporter Lisa Lisi joins us live from Katy, where the walkouts happened. Lee, what's the school district saying about all of this?
Well, Lissy, students were sent home this email from the superintendent, and he was trying to explain to them that we're in a state budget crisis, that Katy ISD is expected to lose tens of millions of dollars, and that the district can't do things like reduce teacher salaries in order to save jobs because it's just against the law. No matter what people had to say today, though, students were not happy about it.
It started at Morton Ranch High School, then spread to Sanko Ranch High, then the junior high there joined in.
Save our teachers!
It was a collective walkout that gained ground inside schools like Sanko Ranch High, as you can see in the student video.
We want to save our teachers!
And it led to hundreds of Katy ISD students walking out the doors of their schools today, protesting the elimination of 550 teachers and staff positions.
We're signing up for something we believe in, and that's what matters.
To us, it may seem like a number. To them, it was about teachers.
Yeah, say Miss Nelson.
Who made a difference.
Everybody loves her, and a lot of teachers are crying about this today.
Students say the teachers were pulled out of class and told of their layoffs, with substitutes waiting to take over.
We're sitting there in class, we're all so depressed because we know what's going on.
Everyone had questions.
I understand how all the schools are getting new laptops, new smart boards, spending all this money, and now they're going to let teachers go.
A lot of the money that's being used for that is bond money. Bond money, by law, cannot be used for salaries.
In all, Katy ISD projects a shortfall of $50 million due to state budget cuts. This latest round of cutbacks will cover about $25 million. That's no comfort to hundreds of students who had a message for anyone who would listen.
Now, there's still another projected $25 million shortfall in this district, and that means that there will be more tough choices for Katy ISD to make in the upcoming days and weeks. Coming up at 6, we're going to hear from one of those Katy ISD teachers who was laid off. Greg?
Lee, administrators usually frown on walkouts. Will students face any punishment for today's protest?
We talked to the district about that, and a spokesperson told us that there will be no disciplinary action for the walkouts today. They consider this a learning experience. It will be considered an absence from class, but there will be no tickets written, say, for truancy or anything like that. Greg?
All right, Lee, thank you very much. So that's what's happening out there in Katy.
Wow, that's something else.
That's amazing.
It seems like this is something that the teachers really didn't see coming, and all of a sudden, you know, they're coming into the classroom saying, "Oh, by the way, your replacement's here."
Yeah.
Wow. You know,
when Texas, when does your school district end? When does your school year end?
Right towards the end of May.
Okay, so
they have to do
another...
it. They have to do it 45 days before the school actually ends. So we've got another 45 days of school left.
They have to lay off the teachers, or terminate the teachers 45 days out from the end of the school year. Is that some sort of union rule?
That's actually a law. When you have a certain number of employees, then you have to have 45 days when you lay off a mass number of people. That is a law in the United States.
Well, I remember in Wisconsin, they had sent out the pink slips. Remember, and they had done that way in advance. I guess that didn't happen here. They had a whole different other way of handling it.
We knew it was going to happen, and we knew there were going to be layoffs. But it's the way it's being handled that is totally unacceptable.
That seems to be the difference. Everyone's facing a budget shortfall across.
Right.
You know, I'm just about every state. I think we got 45 out of the 50 states are facing these shortfalls. Everyone's feeling the pinch across the board. There's a right way to handle it. There's a wrong way to handle it. It seems like in Wisconsin, you know, just as a comparison, they handled it the right way. Everyone got due notice. Everyone knew way up in advance, up in front, what was going on. And it led, the other side of it was to all those protests. It gave those people plenty of time to have their voices heard and to protest.
There's two more factors to this, though. One is when you call the school district, they say it's because the state government won't go into our rainy day fund. They want to break into that. That's the liberal agenda. They want to break us. They want to get the state broke. The other issue is the comprehensive annual reports that everybody doesn't know. Behind on those comprehensive annual reports, we have two groups called TextPool and Lone Star. And I know I've checked out Lone Star. I'm working on TextStar, but Lone Star or TextPool. Lone Star has all the school districts and several colleges group in all their investments. There are 11 people in Montgomery County that control these investments and make decision on who is elected to these companies of the investments board. 11 people have all this power. And all that money in those accounts in TextPool and Lone Star can solve the problem in the CAFR accounts on these issues. And if we cash out of those, we then, one, they lose their power, which would be great for our state, and two, we would be able to keep our teachers, and three, our Attorney General runs this whole fund. So if anybody thinks that word is not going to get out now, they're sadly mistaken, because they now have Texas on their case.